covered area is, I'm sorry, the show barn is 2,480 square foot. And then the barn display will be the 3,500 square foot. And this one in itself is 1,440 square foot. With the last show that we did have, there definitely was very tight quarters. So it is a thought process that we perhaps consider increasing our size on our show areas. I know the rabbits were real tight on their shows, and the chickens were real tight. And Jimmy, I'm sure that you were, felt like the
Hog
hogs
barn
were
was
real
flat
tight.
full, right, Jimmy?
Yeah.
Yes,
We had 35 kids showing swine, and plus there was sheep and goats over in further building.
Okay. So we really were starting to outgrow our barn facilities here. We do need to highly consider that if we want our livestock program to grow, that we do indeed take that into consideration and take our square footage that we have and consider increasing that. Okay, the panels that you see up here do belong to 4-H or do belong to the cat. However that works out, I'm sorry, I'm not in the political arena of it, but they will come with us. They do not stay here. The tractor will come with us as well. It does not stay here. I'm sure if there was a question about can we take potential areas of these show barns for maybe a project for a 4-H'er to use to recycle in some way. Maybe they want to work on a building. That would be something we could definitely take up with maybe federal, and I can't see that they would say no. That's just something that I don't believe they would do. Our lighting fixtures can be taken down. I don't know what shape anyone would consider them being in, and if they would consider that we need new lighting versus what we have. I would think that we, with building, that a builder is going to want to come in and put their own lighting in, personally.
Those lights there are very good for animal shows. Frankie Hall with Farm Bureau, he has judged our shows on occasion and said that's the best lighting he's ever judged it under. It doesn't create shadows on the animals, and half the lights Extension bought, half the lights GCA bought.
Right. So it would be a consideration that perhaps the lighting could go with us. Now, does anybody have any questions about the livestock area at this point?
So just so I understand, this is the current show area right here?
Yes.
Do the
How many
livestock
shows a year?
There is one show a year. However, we are looking at the potential of a fall show as well to try and grow the livestock in itself. We also are having consideration and are thinking about it, and has been put in proposals, an area that kids can start coming out and working with their animals. Their leaders coming out, showing them what they need to do with their animals. How do they need to show? What do they need to, or how do they need to conduct themselves during the show? In fact, right now the state has sent me information over appropriate etiquette, teaching appropriate etiquette with your horse in the arena. So we need areas in order to do that, and that is a program in itself. I know it's equine related because it came from the equine specialist, but I think we could possibly take this out further and really make that particular area grow. I mean, etiquette in the show arena is very important. So if we have that area, and we have that designated for 4-H in that area, then we have control over what's going on, the environment. We make sure the kids are seeing how 4-H wants the etiquette to occur. So those are some programs that are starting to come in, information that is coming to me call equine. Of course, I'm sure that there's other things that they, it can be incorporated with any program. Any program. So,
So basically, you're talking there about demonstrations and clinics and perhaps day camps and those kind of things around livestock kinds of things.
Yes.
Which would be great to see that.
Right.
We do hold ours about a month or 6 weeks before the show. We do hold our clinic here and encourage the kids to bring their animals and to get in the arena and walk them around to make the animals familiar with what they'll see 6 weeks later. Also, the weigh-in for the swine and cattle take place here. Cattle approximately 140 days before the show, swine 100 days before the show.
So do we have a scale somewhere, Jimmy?
Yes, there's scales.
So that's ours, and that'll come with us.
Yeah, that belongs to the extension, the scales, and the feeding chute, the head cage.
Okay. And we have use of this facility for a whole another year yet. Right.
That's my understanding.
my understanding
So,
as well is
2014, right?
until August of 2014.
The way
is
we
what-
set this up is that we use panels to come across here, and so that we make sure that all of the large animals are always totally enclosed under fences and away from the general public.
Yep,
So that we
that's good.
do make available the public to go up there and through a gate here, but in case the animal gets away from the kid, they're enclosed in this area. That's
And that is something that we do need to bring to the forefront. Animals are animals. They have indicative into their whole being, the fight or flight. That's all there is. I mean, we have to all consider that they do. So we need to consider safety. So we do need areas to where, yes, they can be contained, and controlled. So if indeed one did get loose, let's just say a horse got loose. If we're fenced in, then we have that potential to go ahead and say, everyone stop where you're at, freeze, the horse will come down, and then we can obtain the horse. Or if it be a cow, a pig, whatever. I mean, we have to consider that those are potentials that we need to be
All
considering.
right, so we need good handling facilities,
We do.
and chutes and gates and all that.
We definitely do.
Are we doing anything with horses, equine here now? Just livestock,
Yes,
small
we
animals?
have not been able to get that up and going. I am working on that very strongly. And I do feel that we do need to have that program grow. And I will give you an example quickly as to why we need that program to grow. I did a clinic at the Equestrian Center, which was very hard to get any cooperation there. And it was a mounting clinic and appropriate attire clinic. None of my girls, other than my own daughter, was wearing helmets. At that clinic, I presented, you need to wear a helmet always when you're on a horse. It will save your life. And you need to make sure that you have boots on. A lot of them showed up in flip-flops, no helmets. Allison was able to get some helmets for us, so that now if a 4-H'er shows up to an event, here's your helmet. But after that clinic, the following weekend, I had a girl that did a barrel racing show. Her horse slipped. She was thrown. They took her to the emergency room. This was not a 4-H event, and the physician said point blank, we're not wearing a helmet. She would not have survived. So this is an area that we need to be educated, appropriate, attire, even with our other livestock programs.